And welcome to the post-game Coach's Corner. I'm the Coach Dick Cox, joined by Coach Toney right here. Well, we finally got the game started in Columbia tonight, though. The game
9:22.
at 9:21 was the official kickoff time that they gave on that, though. But we had some rain and storms in the Columbia area, and there was over a 2-hour delay getting this game started tonight, and the players had to leave the field about an hour before that delay. So that's a lot of time to sit in the locker room. And I know it's not making excuses, but the Gamecocks just were not sharp tonight.
No, they came out slow too, almost like the delay of the game too.
That they got the ball. South Carolina against South Carolina State did not have a first down the entire first quarter. Now, they were pinned deep to start their first 4 drives. We noticed were backed up because of good punt and field position.
Yeah.
They started these drives probably inside their own 15-yard line.
That's right, 10 to 15-yard line they're going to.
And again, just did not get anything going again. South Carolina State was able to take a 3-0 lead, and I believe led 3-0 at the end of the first quarter, though. But just like last week, the Gamecocks got a spark and got things going a little bit when Vakari Swain returned a 65-yard punt for a touchdown.
Hey, you're right there, Coach. That seemed to not only ignite the team, but also the crowd got involved after that.
Well, not only did he do it one time, but on another punt, the ball was punted and it ricocheted off a couple of players. I know it hit a South Carolina State player.
Right.
I don't know if it hit a South Carolina player or not, but Swain picked the ball up quickly and raced towards his bench, was able to pick up a sea of garnet shirts to lead him down the sidelines, and just like that, he had established a South Carolina record in just the second game of his 3rd touchdown of the season with 2 punt returns in one game.
Hey, you're right there, Coach. All 3 of his touchdown returns came from going from the left side of the field to the right side of the field. And he was escorted in by about 4 or 5 Gamecocks who were just more or less running alongside of him.
The Gamecocks were able to come away with a 38-10 win tonight. The only 2 things that impressed me were the defense and the special teams once again, because South Carolina offense, I'm really concerned right now because they have not established the run in either game this year. They have not been able to run the football. And I'm baffled right now because we heard, about Faison. Well, you get him eligible and you're not using him. He had 5 carries tonight for 21 yards. He only had 42 yards that first week, 30-something came to 1. So he's only carried the ball 10 or less times this year. Attaway only had 20 yards carrying the ball. The leading rusher tonight was one of their 3rd or 4th string running backs, Howell, who had 30 yards though. But for South Carolina to win and to be the number 10 team in the country, they have really got to pick it up on the running game and establish something. I asked Coach Beamer about that. Are you concerned? I know it's early. He said, I'd be lying to tell you I was not concerned. But South Carolina has got to learn how to run the football.
Hey, you're right there, Coach. To win consistently in the SEC, you've got to be able to stop the run, and then on the other hand, you got to be able to run that football, because there are going to be critical times in the game where you got to milk that clock down. That's by the running attack.
Well, Norris Sellers did not put up the huge numbers tonight like he did in the earlier game. Well, Norris tonight had 8 carries for 30 yards, and passing tonight, he was 11 out of 19 for 128 and 1 touchdown, and that 1 touchdown was a 35-yard touchdown pass. But again, he actually showed he was human tonight. He still had to make some big plays, but was not able to make the plays with his feet like he usually does. But this is 2 games this year. South Carolina has had to count on their defense and their special teams to be able to come up with 2 games.
Hey, you're right there, Coach. Starting next Saturday night's going to be a big one. The Vanderbilt Commodores come to town, Florida Lee, and they won a very impressive game over Virginia Tech tonight, I believe, 44-20, I believe, something like that.
Right, and they had something along the lines, 30-something points, I think, in the second half, and unanswered
That's
points
right, yeah.
in that game there, too.
So that's gonna be a game.
And we know their quarterback made some bold statements when we were in Atlanta down there about that his defense was looking forward to playing Linares Sellers. Well, South Carolina has got to find a way to run the football. I don't know if it's up front, they're not getting the blocking. They just cannot get a flow of the game. And something else that's concerning me is South Carolina is not getting the number of plays you expect on offense to get the ball 70 to 80 plays a week. Last week, they had 52 plays in that game. Today, again, they only had maybe 29 plays in the first half, though, but they got to find a way to stay on the field, move the football, and execute on offense.
Hey, you're absolutely right, because, like I said, to win consistently in the SEC, you got to run the ball, you got to stop the run, you got to have good depth, and you got to eliminate turnovers. Carolina, they can improve in all those things.
And the positive thing about this is, with all the bad things I'm sitting here saying, South Carolina's 2-0. They now have won 8 regular season games in a row, and they're ranked number 10 in the country.
Hey, that's right. That's literally the point. You got to take one game at a time.
But we're 2 old knucklehead coaches, and again, we're not satisfied that we're going to look for things just like Coach Beamer's going to be looking for things right there in his coaching staff. But we're just being honest with you. We're not trying to be negative. We're just being honest. The punting game, the kicking game, we did have the first missed field goal by Joyce tonight on a long field goal attempt.
But he ended up kicking a 49-yarder.
Came back with a 49-yard kick. The punter, Love, had another great night tonight, averaging close to 50 yards.
Very consistent.
A punt, has not had a shank. So the questions we had coming in with the kicking game this year, with all the new people, the kicking game's been the star of the team.
Hey, absolutely. They're along with that special team.
Well, it's been a long night. It's almost, going on? 1:38. 1:38 right now. We're at Williams-Bright Stadium. I say it's time for us. We got another hour and a half in the car to get back home. But at least we go home 2-0. We'll be back next week, I hope, to see the Vanderbilt Commodores come to town. And this is our second straight week of seeing Gamecock football on a Sunday.
Hey, you're right.
I don't want to make it 3 in a row. So reporting for Cox Sports Broadcasting and Lindy Sports, I'm Coach Cox. He's good, Coach Toney. Good night, or should I say good morning, everybody.
Good morning, everyone.
Have a good morning. Goodbye.
We'll open up for questions. We're not going to go real long tonight because it's already almost 1 o'clock.
And I'll be in the office in 6 hours. So, first of all, best of luck to South Carolina State. They got a great program. We know that. It's all Coach Jeffries and Coach Pugh on the field after the game, obviously along with Coach Barry. And proud program that has tradition. There's a reason they've played for the national championship the last year and previous years as well. And they had that kind of team this year as well. Certainly really appreciate our fans. That was amazing to even going into the game, for that game to be sold out, for us to sell the most number of student tickets or requested student tickets in the history of home games, I think. The traffic coming in, I know people don't like sitting in it. I'm sure people are complaining about the traffic. I don't control the traffic flow, but the traffic coming in was as backed up as I've ever seen it in all my years of being here. The Gamecock walk, the energy on that, there was a lot of passion. The sweet South Carolina State lady that shot me the middle finger as we came by on the bus down Bluff Road. Respect her. She was passionate as well. People were into it, and that was awesome. I didn't know quite what to expect with the weather delay from our fans. I should have, though, knowing our fans. But I mean, what an amazing feeling for our players to come out after whatever 2-hour delay, 2+ hour delay, and for that place to still be packed. I think 99.9% of schools in the country, if they had a 2.5-hour weather delay, they would come out to a half-empty stadium, and we came out to a packed stadium for pregame warm-ups. It's amazing. I told our players at the hotel to to make sure they understand how great our fan base is. And tonight was just another statement about our fan base and how amazing they are. Appreciate our grounds crew. That field looked amazing. It was cool to see the Blanchard logo on there. So thanks again to Boyd and Rozier and the entire Blanchard family, and what Gamecock athletics means to them. Proud to have their name on the field, and the grounds crew had the field looking amazing. Having said that, a lot that we've got to get better at. Certainly a sloppy first half from an offensive standpoint. I think field position had a big reason for that, not to make excuses, but I think our first 4 drives, we started all 4 of them inside the 20-yard line, if I'm not mistaken. There's no excuse. We've got to be better when we're backed up, but field position was a struggle early on. We weren't very efficient. We know we need to be better. There's a lot to clean up. Proud of the way I told our players at halftime that we'd find out a lot about our offense and our team in the first drive of the second half, because we knew we were getting the ball first, and then they kicked off, and then to have a drive right there to go down the field and get points on that first drive of the second half was huge. We know we need to be a lot better. We can't rely on our defense and special teams to score 3 touchdowns a game like they did tonight. Credit to those guys that are our special teams units are weapons right now, and we need to continue them to be better. And but we have a lot to clean up in all 3 phases. Just sloppy in too many ways. That's on me. I'm accountable. The pre-snap penalties, some of the sloppiness in the fourth quarter when we're trying to finish the game. We just got to be better there. But we won the game. We're 2-0. We get right back to work tomorrow, and we know we have a big challenge against a team that I saw scored 34 unanswered points in Blacksburg tonight to beat Virginia Tech on their home field by over 3 touchdowns. So SEC play opens up quick, and they're on a plane right now flying back to Nashville, and we're here finishing up our game. So we've got to get rest and get back to work early tomorrow morning and get back to work. Injury update, it would be too long to name, guys, so don't even ask. And that's not good. I mean, there's times we're sitting there trying to draw them all sides, and we flinched. And then we had back-to-back in the fourth quarter, which was disappointing. I mean, I'm getting ready to go for it on 4th down, and we had a false start. We got them to jump off sides, I thought, but then apparently we weren't lined up the right way, and then we punt, and we're not lined up the right way. So that goes back to us as coaches, and starting with me, but certainly that's correctable, but that's disappointing to see, because that's day one stuff too.
Yep.
I know it's early in the season, but are you concerned right now of not being able to establish the run like you'd like to in the first couple of games?
Yeah, I mean, I'd be lying to you, Dick, if I said I'm glad that we came in here and had 36 rushes for 125 yards. That's not good enough.
Over here.
Shane, Donovan Murphy got a start for you guys tonight, had 2 catches tonight. Just what do you see from him?
Yeah, good young player, and all those young receivers are. I mean, I want to say all 7 of them got in tonight, if I'm not mistaken. Gidron was coming back from a little bit of an injury, but those guys are all good young players. Murph got the start, but we're excited about all those guys, and proud of Donovan. He's wise or mature beyond his years, and came in there and did some good things tonight.
Anything else for Coach? We'll let him go. All right. Dick?
Football's got 3 phases: offense, defense, special teams. Can you just talk a little bit too? You guys combined tonight scored 18 points, and Bakari, you're probably leading the nation in scoring right now with 18 points. But just talk about your contribution you feel like you made tonight.
Oh yeah, I'd say my contribution was pretty well in factor. I think the guys on the special team, upon pressure, they blocked their tails off for me to be able to even score. And yeah, I'd say it was a huge factor because we needed kind of a spark. It was kind of down, so somebody had to, like I said, spark the team. So.
Bakari, in South Carolina State's first game, I think all of Wofford's points came basically from special teams. Was there something that you saw maybe, I guess, in the lead up to this?
How frustrating was it for the offense starting your first 4 drives down close, deep in your own territory, and not really being able to open things up?
Yeah, it's super frustrating, but I mean, like I said, we just gotta go out there, we gotta execute. Kudos to our defense for getting a stop. I mean, it's just football. Sometimes we have to go 95 yards, sometimes it's gotta be 5 yards, but we just gotta execute.
Go ahead, all right.
This is for either one of you, but what did you guys take away from this game that you can apply to future games in your season?
Jerry, you want to take that?
Yeah. I mean, we just got to be better. We got starting SEC play. We just got to communicate, execute, be on the same page. I mean, like I'm saying, that's really all it comes down to.
Dre, big night for you. You got the first touchdowns at Gamecock. What was going through your head after you get that score? And what can that do for you, this performance tonight, to lead the team in receiving? What can that do for you moving forward?
I mean, you feel me? I feel it's just gonna be the same. You know, keep going, keep improving. You feel me? Yeah, I had an alright game. In my opinion, I could have played better. You feel me? I had a little play out there. You feel me? So it's just about improving. You feel me? That's it for real.
Go to left, John.